Dustin, it was a close call, almost 2 points. What do you say about the end of the game in the third and the rest?
I think we played a pretty good game overall. We just had a few letdowns, and they got some power play goals that they took advantage of, which we didn't on our power play. We had chances, for 5 minutes there, and we didn't get one. So I think that was kind of the difference in tonight's game. And when a game's come to down to a shootout, it's anybody's game, and that's something I think as a team we need to work on too. Is I don't think we've won too many games in a shootout this year. So those points, it's 1 point that could be big when it comes down to the end. So to get 1 point's good, but it's not what we wanted.
So you feel you should practice a bit more? Do you have the time?
Yeah. I think for sure we have the time. We haven't had too many games that come down to shootouts, and I think maybe we do need to take a little time and practice our shootouts. But I think we had chances in the game where it shouldn't even got to a shootout. We had a lot of chances tonight. I think we had more scoring opportunities than they did tonight that we could have had the game in our hand instead of having it come down to a shootout.
Yeah, but you say you create those opportunities, but then you let some easy goals in. Do you have the feeling why?
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like we had a few letdowns. Like at the end of the last 10 minutes, it felt like we sat back a little bit, and they got that goal where we kind of had a little miscommunication on the first one, and they kind of got that goal where they just throw at the net and bang in a rebound, and then they get a couple power play goals, and we had chance on the power play, like I said, and we just didn't capitalize when we could, and we had other chances throughout the game. I think we had a ton of chances. Just that their goalie played well, but also I think we got to bear down and make sure we get those pucks in the net.
Was there anything you could have done differently? You had a few opportunities yourself.
Yeah, playing with Linkan and Peter right now, our chances are coming like 10 a game. So I think last game, I had a bunch of chances too where I could have scored, and we still won the game. It didn't matter as much then, but tonight I think, I got one goal, but I think it could have been a lot more from our line. So I think, we've only played 2 games together, 2.5 games, so it's, we got some work to do, the three of us, but I think it's going the right direction, and we're getting a feel for each other, and I think it's only going to get better from here.
So Friday's going to be a better chance for some scoring?
That's the plan for sure. We've been talking a lot, the three of us, and I think we all play a little bit different game, and I think it's working well. So, you don't want to get ahead of yourself and think that you're going to get chances like that every game, because it's not going to happen. But when you do, I think, like tonight, I don't know, I think we're in on all 4 goals. At least someone on our line was in on all 4 goals. So, we just got to build off that and just make sure that when we do get our chances that we make sure we capitalize.
How much do you talk to each other when you have a new formation with 2 other guys and 1 new guy to make everybody get to know each other?
Yeah, well, for us, we've talked quite a bit, especially with him coming in. It's a totally new system, everything for him. And we know he's a guy that likes to get in there first and play the body and get pucks. And he seems to open up the ice a lot for the other 2 of us to give us a lot of chances to make plays. And I think that's something that we needed. And he's fitting in perfect right now. And, it might be a little tougher for Linkan having to speak English all the time with the 2 of us. So that's something that's been working out a little bit better for me, I think. But, that's just something that lines do each game, is you got to sit down and talk, because you got to help each other out there, and talk on the ice is important too. And I think that's working well for us, making plays where if you weren't talking, they wouldn't have been able to happen. So.